Have you ever seen a nigga like a little strange, but I hit it right? Niggas stretching, I just stretch my ears. Snort the powder and arrest my fears. Playing dirty like I'm billing beer. I'm a bad boy filled with Biggie spirit. Is this your king? He ain't marvelous. I got hella scars, see me shaking spears. I see you and think you so Apollo, and I'm like pan-seared. I'm so damn rare. Say your name shit. Put her hands there, put her head here. No more fanfare.
Hello y'all, I be the chillest guy, stepping off my throne to come and get applause. I be kicking, flipping hella bars like a black belt in hip hop or martial arts.
What up? What up? What the fuck is up? What is going on? Happy Sunday. Happy Mother's Day. I am your host. It's Mr. Halo fucking Boot in the building. The host that does the absolute fucking most. I got my boy Howie Stacks here today, and this is the Something Something podcast. Howie, what the fuck's going on this morning? How you doing, bro?
Yeah, man, you know what I'm saying? Just here, living, breathing. You feel me? How about you?
Breathing that fucking oxygen, breathing that air that we all need for us to survive. Because there's a lot of people out there right now that actually can't breathe. And it's fucked up. COVID-19 is still lurking upon us. But, you know, we are still keeping our heads high. We are still live from the Quarantine Something Something podcast. And I would be remiss if I didn't open up talking about the great mothers of, you know, not only our culture, but just as a whole. Mothers out there all over the place. But first, before we get into that, I want to make sure that everybody knows that we are looking to rev up our somebodies, as you know, we would like to call them here at the Some podcast. So for that to get better, and if you enjoy our content, please like these videos, subscribe to our channel, the Something podcast, and then follow us on all of our social media handles as well. Like, subscribe, and comment. Those things definitely help traffic. If you're watching this podcast, chances are you're in the podcast and you probably watch a lot of them and you know how this goes, right? The more people that like it, thumb it up, more people comment and subscribe, the more it gets out to the people that you love, and then share it too on your Facebook, on your Instagram. If you really enjoy a topic, it can be whatever you want. You can be haters. Listen, and to be honest with you, leave a thumbs down if you don't fuck with it. Listen, hey, react in any way, because I'm learning you can be a rat and get 40 million views in a day. So there's that. All right. Again, this is the Something Something podcast. And again, like I said, I would love to open up discussing our great mothers and the mothers of our time right now. And a special shout out to the single mothers that are out there today that are calling their baby daddy right now to try to act like they really give a fuck so they can get a gift. Because they know they're not fucking with them. So I just want to make sure we put that out there. Because I know they out there right now, like, this motherfucker still ain't called me to say Happy Mother's Day. No, but seriously, I really want to make sure that all the mothers out there know, especially during this time, especially single mothers during a pandemic, that we care about you. We're thinking about you. Today is your day. Relax and enjoy yourselves as best as you possibly can. And, you know, thank you. Shit, thank you. That's really all I got to say in regards to that. We do thank you. We have it to you. In other news, do you know who's home?
Yeah, man, that rap mouth ass nigga.
The king is home, motherfucker. The king is home. 6ix9ine is home, ladies and gentlemen. The king of New York. You know what I'm saying? Mr. Papi Chulo himself. Ratatouille himself is back, baby. He's back. He's back. And look, and listen, we knew this was going to happen. We talked about this, right? We discussed 6ix9ine. We knew he was coming home. We knew that he was going to get right back on the same bullshit. And it's here. So what do you make of his return? He dropped a new song called Gooba. It racked up 40 million views in 24 hours.
Because, you know, they say, I remember at my old job, I used to tell this motherfucker, I was like, man, you ratted me out? This motherfucker was like, man, snitches get bitches, Jay. I was like, nah, snitches get stitches, bro. That ain't how it go. Nigga was like, nah, snitches get bitches. I was like, fuck you, man. That's the stupidest shit I ever heard. Well, apparently, in 2020, actually do get bitches. This nigga's just flat out admitting he ratted, and everybody's like, yeah.
All right, well, let's talk about it. All right, so, you know, 6ix9ine is home. Like I said, he dropped a new song, Gooba. First of all, before we get into that, unbiased as a music aficionado, as somebody who cares about their craft, who does music part-time and full-time, depending on who you're asking, what did you think about the song Gooba, right?
Well, I didn't listen to Gooba. If you want, I'll listen to it right now for 30 seconds, but.
You did not listen to the song.
Nigga,
so you were not interested at all in listening to the song at all?
Bro, I'm gonna be 100. Musically, I ain't even fuck with Buddy. And I ain't no street nigga, but like, I don't even fuck with the way he moved like that. So I don't know if it's a conspiracy theory, but something's up. This shit is all it's too outrageous.
So you want to get into it. All right, let's get into the shit, right? You didn't hear the song. I'm going to review the song real quick. I thought the song was cool. Like, I think that, what's the problem? What? It's a cool song. Look, listen. I didn't listen to 6ix9ine a lot. But I listened to him enough before he got locked up to say, I can turn up to his music, right? Everybody's music's got a place. 6ix9ine's got a place. Like Cardi and Uzi has a place. And then you have your J. Cole's and then your Drake. They all have places, right? They all have a time and place for when you can listen to their music. And to be honest with you, if Gummo,
hold on, I'll show you with the
crowd, I'm gonna dance to Gummo. Like I like, you know, the beat, you know what I'm saying? It's turned up. It's my speed of music when it's that time to do that, right? So Gooba is nothing different than that. Now, if you take out the concept of him talking about you haven't heard the song, so it's funny because
well, I just played a 5-second clip, and I mean, it sounds like all the other shit he did.
That's what I'm saying. And I mean, he opens up by saying he's got 100 shots, gonna ride down on a Bentley and somebody in the song.
But like, I mean,
and everybody
now, you know he's lying, and you're gonna dance anyway. Like,
all right, so let's be honest here, right? Let's not get into the snitching and all of that, right? Majority of your rappers are lying. Yes. You just don't know it. Yes. So the power in the, I don't know, the tale, or the power in the, I guess, you not knowing that they don't do drugs, or they don't sell drugs, or they don't push 100 kilos. We know that they're not doing that, but they talk about it in their music quite often. So, I mean, if we're talking about somebody who's lying, we know, we can point him out and say, okay, we know you're not doing that.
Most
right?
Honestly, it's really not that hard to like determine who's lying or not.
So before we get into that, because that's right what I'm trying to get into. He does a whole bunch of numbers. He get a whole bunch of people to look at him, obviously, because they want to see what he's talking about. They want to know what's going on. You got a select few of people saying, I don't give a fuck, it's a rat. I don't give a fuck what he got to say. We know what time it is, da-da-da-da-da. I mean, let's really unveil this, right? Because this is something that I've been wanting to talk about, but I mean, it never was really much of a hot topic until obviously he's out and he's making noise and he's trolling and he's, like he's been saying all along, I'm a rainbow-haired Mexican kid that don't weigh more than probably 140 soaking wet, right? Who got involved with a blood gang who's infamous in New York. First of all, who let that happen, right? Who okayed that? If you look at all of the 9 Trey Bloods, and he's in the lineup, it's 10 guys, and he's in the lineup. Can we point out the snitch? Wasn't a surprise. Nobody should be surprised by this.
He looked like he don't belong.
He said, and I quote, look, I don't know nothing about this gang banging shit, but if you let me ride this, we got a way out. It turned on me, which in most cases it does, right?
I mean, I see why he did what he did for his life, because he was in over his head. Like,
I put this on Facebook yesterday. Do you have to live by a code that you never pronounced as something that was officially something you wanted to live by?
Well, no, I guess.
If I'm faking being a football player and I'm attempting to show how real of a football player I am, do I have to play by the rules?
I guess it's a personal issue. If you're a fraud and your approach is fraud, then I mean, you know.
And we all knew, but for some reason we couldn't look away. Did he accomplish his goal? Yeah, he did. In the video that you'll see, there's a 5-second clip of him spinning an umbrella. He throws the umbrella over his face. And when he lifts the umbrella, it is the emoji talking head of a rat. Doesn't seem like somebody who gives a fuck about being labeled a rat. And as a matter of fact, he is going to turn, if anybody does it, he is going to turn the rat into a symbol. He's going to turn it into a thing where he's going to go on tour. He's going to have big rat blow-up dolls behind him. Everybody's going to have rats in the crowd throwing like little plush rats. Like, he's going to do that. And he's going to fucking win. But if we look at the course of history, even the toughest motherfuckers told.
This is why, you know, you just don't trust people. Because if you get involved in illegal activities, like, the more people you get involved with, the more likely, like most likely, no one's going to be solid unless you keep it real limited. You know?
Right.
Real great alibi, like.
Right.
There's plenty of people that do completely get away with things. Or maybe just do a little bit of time and get, you know what I'm saying? Like, because the justice system is flawed anyway. Like, if you got a good lawyer and you know how to work things and you set everything up right, that's not, you know, that's just a case of being, you know, like a foot ahead, you know, a step ahead of niggas. But like, yeah, the majority of niggas are snitches. It is what, like, niggas aren't built for the shit that they trying to do.
The most stand up motherfuckers. You know,
maybe I'm just old. Maybe I'm just old. Maybe I'm old school. I'm not no street nigga, but I know that like it's just some shit. I'm not gonna. If I know it ain't for me, I'm not even gonna put myself in the situation. And I do care about my reputation. Like I know that some things people gonna say because they hurt or they feel a certain way about me, but at the same time, I still stand on like my same principles. And I wouldn't. If I betrayed that, I'd be betraying myself and my friends and anybody who really fuck with me. And I want people to know that they can count on me, you know what I'm saying, and that I deliver and you know shit like that. So I wouldn't even want no part of this mess. But yes, I do see what you're saying on why niggas are doing it. I get it. Like I get it. Like that's them.
I don't care how you spin the story. They still told. Look, at the end of the day, I'm not giving him a pass either. He goes in the bucket of motherfuckers that told to, and at the end of the day, his situation's a whole lot worse because he shouldn't have been there. I mean, you know, like, what the fuck, bro? Like, at the end of the day, he didn't belong there. And he got famous, and he put niggas on, and he helped a lot of people out. He got fucked in the end. He told. Life is about to go on. Like, I mean, I'm sorry. I feel bad for the people that got put in jail, but I said this from the beginning. With or without him, y'all might have gotten off if he didn't tell, but chances are somebody was going to. He was going to get somebody. He was the easiest target. At the end of the day, 6ix9ine is going to keep making music for those kids and those people, and people are going to love it. And clearly people love it because he got 40 million. I don't even know where he's at now with his views. He's probably upwards of 70, 80 million now in a little over 24 hours. In other music news, some more tasteful music, I guess, that has come out recently over the last couple of weeks that I wanted to dive into. And kind of see where they're at, you know, in right now's music game. Has anything changed for you recently with some new artists? You like some new artists, and there's a couple of ones that I have, not just new artists, but any artist. And of course, I'm going to start off with Drake. The demo tape that he put out, the Lucy Pack, which featured Tootsie Slide, War, Chicago Freestyle. I'm
outside in the AMG.
Hey, I'm gonna get into it. People are hating on it. Listen, it's individually rap songs from different times and different, like, you know, and they all probably could have been album cuts, right? Some of them I wish he probably should have left, but that just tells me that he's got some way better shit because I like a lot of these songs. I really do. I like Losses. I like Desires.
You have Desires?
Yeah.
Look, I like that shit, bro. The only thing I skip is I don't like that grime shit, bro. And I'm gonna be 100 with you. Somebody asked me like, "Damn, you don't really like Demons?" And I'm like, "Nah, not really."
I like that style of music though. Like I really do. I really enjoy that pop smoky, you know, the woo shit.
I didn't mind it, bro. I like that. I like Time Flies a lot. I actually like the Chicago Freestyle. Niggas didn't even like that shit. A lot of people were just like,
I enjoyed the Chicago Freestyle. I really do. And I listened to it. And then there's an inverse to the first song that he put out, the one that's before the Chicago Freestyle. There's an extra verse that we didn't hear because Chicago Freestyle cut into it. So I listened to that end of that verse, and I was like, hey, this made me like this song more. Overall, I mean, for me, it just tells me that his album is about to be crazy. I think he's about to get in the bag. I think he's really going to be focused. I think this helps. Quarantine is going to help music a lot for people. So for Drake, I think this is going to be a, you know, whenever he probably wrote a lot of the songs already. And some of these songs are probably already done. You know what I'm saying? This album's probably already halfway done, right? Or almost done. Moving on. We're going to get off of Drake because I know we can be on Drake all fucking day. Tory Lanez. So keeping it in Canada, Tory Lanez released this project and doing obviously the quarantine. You know, he was doing quarantine radio on Instagram, and that really helped because that shit was live, and he had people twerking and pouring milk on themselves and shit. And then he dropped some music. So of course, the guy that's got Instagram in a frenzy, you're gonna want to hear his shit, right? So I play it and I'm thinking I'm gonna hear some of, like, you know, like, you remember the old tape that he had with the puppets on the cover and all of that, right? And it was real poppy and it was cute, right? But it didn't hit for me.
Yeah.
This album, this new Toronto, this is playable everywhere. You got club records, you got radio records. He did everything right in a sense. He gave you lyrics, he gave you deep songs, he gave you turn up shit. It was spot on. So Drake, Tory Lanez, new artist, right? Ooh. Somebody who I've been watching very closely since he did that remix to Rascal, Rumor, right? Ski mask guy.
Oh yeah, that guy.
Yeah, Rumor. He just dropped a new song, and then dropped a remix of that song with Lil Baby and Future. For the most part, I would say that this is going to be a new artist that people should probably get on now, because he's gonna blow up extremely quick. He's already got popular with that, you know, that remix of that song, right? Like, he's singing, he's rapping, he's, you know what I'm saying? He's got a nice voice. Like, there's not much. I mean, the dude is wearing a ski mask. I don't even know what he looks like, bro. I say keep a lookout for him, because he's definitely gonna blow. Lil Baby.
Yes. Thirsty.
Lil Baby is officially becoming a mega star right in front of our face. Yeah. And it's like, cool to watch because it's not unexpected. It's a trajectory that's like went tick, 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 tick. You know what I'm saying? I would say that Lil Baby is probably becoming one of the biggest artists in the game, if he's not already one of the biggest artists in the game. And I think that is because he just has an appeal with his joints.
There's so many bangers on My Turn plus My Turn Deluxe that, like, I literally just cut out the songs I ain't like that much and then made a whole new album, and that shit smacks still. Me and Cam was talking about that, and Cam was like, I never thought in 2020 I could say that Lil Baby's my favorite rapper. I'm like, bro, like, I'm damn near right there with you. Like,
it's funny. Like, most music that becomes mainstream was not mainstream at one point. It didn't just pop up to be mainstream. Like, it had a underground cult-like following prior to its mainstreamness. That's how I look at a lot of these artists that weren't necessarily liked and revered. Tory Lanez, necessarily. Lil Baby. Drake always kind of had, like, that something. It was undeniable. Like, with Drake, it was just undeniable. And to see where he's at today, I mean, we thought he was going to be big, but goddamn.
We used to argue about that shit a lot.
I used to want to fight you about that because I knew that the only reason you didn't like him is because he pointed out some insecurities that you possessed. And so did I.
I made it about that one line. That one line used to bother me. And I still don't really like that line because, like, I personally wouldn't do it. Where he was like, I'm going through your purse when you're in the bathroom or some shit. It was like Marvin's Room, something like that. Like, it was 7 years ago. It was so long ago, I don't even fucking remember. But I do. That was longer
than 7 years ago. That song was like
2010, 2011.
Yeah.
Damn, I didn't realize we known each other that long.
I've been knowing your bitch ass for a while, son. And you ain't changed a bit.
That shit, no, but for real, we used to argue about that shit. And we used to argue about Future too.
I went to bat for Future when everybody was like, yo, turn that shit off. And here's the thing. And this should show you that I'm not bullshitting, that I'm coming to you from a very, very true place. All of my life, if you take the time that you've known me and the things that we've argued about and the things that we've talked about and had heated discussions about, whether it be LeBron, music, anything like that at all, I've had that same shit happen to me before I went to college and after I left. So today, I do the same shit. Then I catch DJ listening to something that I put him on 2 weeks ago that he said he didn't like. Or with y'all, where we would argue about something and then 2, 3 weeks later, I ain't forgot. I'm waiting for you to slip because I know it's going to happen. And then it's like, all right, look, all right. Drake isn't all that bad. I was like, oh, this motherfucker.
Yeah, hey, I went from being like, man, fuck that nigga to like literally going to see that nigga. Like,
so speaking of music, kind of going into that real quick, we've had the versus battles that have been on Instagram Live, right? We had Baby, and this is talking points we were just speaking on before. Teddy Riley and Babyface, they battled some weeks back, right? And if depending on what time period you're from, or you know what you really like, you're gonna be like, oh, Teddy Riley, New Jack Swing, oh, Babyface, man, that R&B, that
real music,
that soul, Michael Jackson, and all this shit, right? So,
I didn't watch, but I heard it was disappointing.
These battles, in my mind, are a fun, easy way to like garner like that competition between contemporaries that you don't like. We do it in our head all the time, right? We do it on the streets in the barbershop. Like we was like, hey, Drake is better than Jay-Z, or oh, is Lil Wayne better than Drake, or you know what I'm saying? But for them to go on, pick their top 20 songs, and them talk about it and go like, hey, listen, I got you played this, all right, I got this for that, right? And most people will not go up against somebody who they don't feel that they can rival, or that they have some sort of, you know, they're even playing ground for the most part. So for me, I mean, I don't know, you can answer this question probably better than I can, but do you think that it's a little bit more underlying during these versus battles? Like, I think, you know, it's friendly, it's fun, it's quarantine, ain't got shit to do, right? This is cool, it's entertaining, but.
I mean, it's a great opportunity to, you know what I'm saying? First off, people are bored as hell. Really bored, like historically bored. Second off, you know, it's great marketing. So now, like, think about, like, I was laughing because my notifications, Apple Music was like, get ready for the Jill versus Erica battle with this refresher playlist. And I was like, y'all niggas, everybody out here trying to get a little piece of the action.
Ooh, hey, I'm trying to decide. Like that shit, boy. Hey, that's my shit. I love it. I love it, man.
I mean, it's good, but that's the thing. It refreshes everybody's memory and gets them streaming their shit again. You're gonna see a spike in a lot of artist shit, and you can see why, like people are gonna probably appreciate music more. Because I mean, I know, bro, I've been like, I go in the shower, I listen to music. Sometimes I'm sitting in my room just listening. I've been watching a lot less TV.
I like them. I like battling. I like controversy in a way, in a fun way. You know what I'm saying? Like I like competitive. So
I mean, I think the competition it keeps you sharp, and you know what I'm saying. Like I think it's more necessary because a lot of people, they don't want to compete, and they don't want to compete because they can't compete because they ain't got it. It is what it is.
And they know they don't have it. That's the thing. Like, you can only fake it so long before we realize that you don't actually have it.
Be a loser. You know what I'm saying? People don't even understand what it is to win. Otherwise, motherfuckers would win more.
Ooh, that's the quote of the year, baby.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's the quote of the year.
You only got to be right once, twice, maybe 3 times. Maybe you right 7. You know, a nigga like Drake, that nigga might be right like 13 times. You know what I'm saying? But he might have been wrong like 300. You never know.
Now, as we move on into the best part of the show, the this or that, where I attempt to make Howie as uncomfortable as possible. We're going to ask some this or that questions. We start off light, and then we go a little bit crazy. First question, sandals or slides?
Slides.
Go on a cruise or go on a wooden vacation?
Wooden? Like woods?
Yeah, like a cabin.
Damn, I'm going to be 100 with you. I'm not really a big fan of cruises, but I'd probably rather go on cruises than the woods, bro.
All right. Here we go. Would you rather smack the shit out of an old lady or kick a cat?
Oh, you trying to get me motherfucking hung by the internet, nigga. You know, because I ain't going to smack no old lady. But at the same time, I'm probably going to get ethered if I kick a cat. I'm gonna be 100. I'm kicking that pussy.
Nah, man, it's not. It's against my DNA. I'm gonna have to smack. I'm gonna have to smack the old lady. Oh yeah, for sure. I can't kick a cat, man. I can't kick a cat because of that lady right there. Like, there would be no way in fucking hell I'd never get away with it.
My life would be over after I kicked the cat, especially if the internet.
Like, if I told my grandmother, hey, grandma, you know, I just had to smack the old lady, man, on the way over here. She like, what you do? You know, if I say, grandma, I just had to kick a cat. Get out. Get the fuck out. I'd be done. Would you rather have a woman who has a penis and a vagina? Or would you rather have the penis and the vagina? Woo!
I'd rather just have that shit. I ain't about to.
What?
Hell yeah.
But you got a pussy too.
Yeah,
So,
but I'm not. But I'm just thinking of it.
You ain't using it.
I'm thinking of it
You
from the standpoint of I'm not about to hit no motherfucker that got both of them things. Like, it's not about to happen. So like, if that's my curse of life, I'm just not gonna ever I'm not gonna get no dusty.
You got one. What you mean?
I ain't gonna motherfucking.
All right, separate question. Would you use the dussy that you have? Would you play with it? Would you get toys for it? Would you?
I mean, assuming that it's my own genitalia, of course.
Don't try to fucking like spin it like assuming that it's my own genitalia. Yeah, I'm gonna do.
I mean,
I would. So you go.
If you have it, you're not gonna think
you gonna stick a dildo in there.
Oh, see.
Well,
I don't know about all that, man.
If you had both, if you got it, would you play with it? Would you put a toy in there?
I mean, look, this is gonna sound horrific, but I mean, I guess you just gotta see which feels better.
Hey, that would be funny. No, that's hilarious, dog. It's like, hey, yo, man, this beating off with the pole in hand thing, yo, it's mad underrated, B. It's overrated. Yo, that pussy, that shit's tight, son. That shit.
Oh my God. Oh shit.
Well, this is the masturbation of choice now. Would you rather lick whipped cream off of a homeless person, or have raw sex with a person who potentially has an STD?
Oh God, these are actually really horrible questions.
I know. I stayed up all night writing them.
Yeah, yours. Oh my God, damn, this nigga. I'm like, this. I take the chances because I mean, shit, that's everybody, right? Shit.
Bring in the homeless guy and get the Cool Whip.
You gonna lick a homeless guy? You know how fucking disgusting that is.
But it's got whipped cream on it though, and whipped cream is like a disinfectant for the mouth.
Okay, I'll be honest. That will not only it's gonna ruin licking for me. It's gonna ruin whipped cream for me. It's gonna ruin a lot of things.
Look, niggas get burnt all the time, and sex ain't ruined. Look, all that whole having to go to the doctor and then the peeing and then the antibiotics, I ain't been through it. I'm just saying. I've heard stories. Could you go a month without drinking or a month without beating off?
Oh shit. Yo, fuck alcohol, bro.
Oh yeah. Oh wait, are you on some sort of like, I saw the message. I ignored it because I just thought you were joking. But apparently you're not. So are you not drinking at all? Like, are you really
like, if I could just not, I just feel like I'm just not as clear-headed when I drink.
Man, I'm drunk right now. I woke up fucked up. Would you rather have sex with your best friend's mom or your mom's best friend?
Wait, your best friend's mom? I mean, it depends on who looked better.
It's your fucking mom! It's your fucking mother! On Mother's Day! How dare you? I just don't want to be there. I just want to be there. I just don't want to know what happened. Would you rather watch porn with your parents and you beat off, or your parents watch your porn and you watch them beat off?
No.
What? What'd I say?
Oh my God.
What did I say? What did I say wrong?
I must say, this is probably one of the worst things I've ever heard in my life.
I can repeat it for you if you need.
No. I heard you loud and clear.
For our viewers, would you rather watch porn with your parents and beat off, or would you rather watch your parents watch your porn? No, you're the one. and watch them
beat off.
I'll be honest with you. I thought about this one, and I know my answer, but I'll wait for you to answer.
You don't want to see your parents watching your porn beating off? They're beating off to you.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm picking the second one, and here's why. It would be an honor for you to watch my porno enough and then beat off to it. Listen, they're human at the end of the day, and if you could watch your son get it on and it arouse you, it would warm my heart. But I could do that versus beating my shit in front of them. Well, I can't even watch porn in front of them, let alone beat my dick in front of them. Like, yo, like.
You're right. I don't know. That one's actually really.
I can watch them watch porn.
I would honestly just.
Yeah, I could watch them watch it, but I just couldn't.
You could just go your whole life without ever having to experience. Just we all hope that never happens. I never have to choose.
We all hope none of these this or that scenarios have to happen. But I asked them because it keeps you on your toes and it makes you think that maybe one day you might be in a situation where you need to watch your parents watch you and beat your dick.
Well,
it might happen. Who knows?
You have anything worse now?
I have nothing worse than that, sir. And for that, I will wrap it up today. And as always, I'm your host that dubs the absolute fucking most, Zalo Boo. Again, Howie Stacks. It's a pleasure as always this week. We want to make sure, again, like I say at the end of all the podcasts and then all of the shows, please like, subscribe, comment on the video. Allow us to create more content for you and give us thoughts and feedback on what you like and what you don't. Not that I'm going to give a fuck anyway if you don't like it, but be nice to kind of see, what it is that you oppose to what we're talking about here on some podcasts. We appreciate the love. And as always, Howie Stacks, you got anything to say?
What's your fucking end, son?
I always felt I had a lot of wisdom. Born with common sense, I like to listen. Yeah. Trying to get an edge on competition. Throwing up the shot for the win, I won't break it. I pledge allegiance only to myself. And most of life is overcoming hands you've been dealt. Such a soap opera as the world is always turning. Enlightened creatures keep our minds open